on Saturday. Andy earlier on called it an absolute joke of a sporting event. So do you agree? Or do you want to challenge perhaps that? Gary, the Liverpool fan, has given us a call this morning. Morning, Gary. How you doing?
Morning, Gary.
Morning, guys. How's it going?
Very, very well. Great to have you with us. You've rung up to have your say on this YouTube boxing. Are you in favour? Are you against it? Where are you standing on it?
I'm in favour. The thing is, I think everyone's been very, very harsh on the Misfits boxing events and stuff.
Okay.
The thing is about it is we all understand it's amateur boxing. I don't see it as any different as Sunday League football. It's still football. It's just not a high standard because they're all amateurs. You can't expect to go into these fights thinking the crazy knockout punches of Tyson Fury's coming down the road. Last night's event was pretty poor, but I don't think that was down to the event itself. I've watched a few of the events now in the past, and some of them have been very, very good and very electric.
Yeah, Gary, the bit
more about
Gary, sorry, the bit that I find hard to sort of swallow really is with the build-ups to these fights. And of course, I understand that that's part of what boxing is. It's all of the drama before the fights that actually makes us all press the button on the night to watch it. And I get all that, but particularly Logan Paul and Jake Paul, these two guys will have you believe that they can be the very best wrestlers in the world, that they can fight the best boxers, they can do this and do that. And really, look, this is just, and again, I see it now as like the Gladiators years ago when you used to see them watching them on a Saturday night on primetime television. That's all this is. This is just a gimmick, really. But it ain't boxing. Please don't tell me this is. Please don't, Gary, tell me you think this is. You are watching this expecting to see some boxing, because you're not gonna.
No, well, no one goes into it expecting that. They know what they're getting. It's entertainment, But the thing is, it still technically is boxing. There's still amateur boxers going out trying to box. There has been events in the past where it has been like that. But I think the biggest issue is probably more the people that are involved sometimes. Like Dylan Dennis, I think he was an absolute disgrace, and he's meant to be a professional fighter.
Yeah.
He's fought before. He's meant to be a professional, like Tommy Fury, etc. So I think those people, they kind of spoiled it, but it wasn't really the event, and the actual pure influencers behind it try their hardest. But with the Logan Paul and like Jake Paul kind of thing, yeah, they kind of go on like idiots, put on a bit of a pantomime, but that's why it's fun to watch. You want to see some of these people get knocked out, and that's why people are excited by it. I think real boxing, like real boxing's standard is good, but and it's great to watch sometimes, but sometimes people just don't really care if Usyk gets knocked out or Tyson Fury gets knocked out. They care about the person that they enjoy watching boxing, but sometimes the opponent just is like, I don't really care if he gets knocked out.
Well, no, it's a good call, Gary, and I'm sure lots of people echo your sentiment as well. You're tuning in knowing the level of
How long
what
that
you're seeing.
Before someone gets hurt bad?
That's an issue, of course.
How long before somebody, amongst all of this? Because look, eventually, someone's going to step in there with one of these guys and go, I'll tell you what, because they call people out and they wind people up and they do it. And again, I've heard people like Carl Froch saying, I'd love to walk in there and flatten these two, and put an end to this nonsense. And eventually, someone, if they're not careful, will actually get hurt, I think, in this badly. And I mean seriously.
talkSPORT's Gareth A. Davis will join us after 7:30, and you can ask him that question when he joins us.